we want to make sure we're not getting complacent or expecting anything to be easy. There's a lot of talent within the Summit League, and I think everybody feels like they've gotten better over this off season because of everyone getting their year back. Pretty much every team has the same team they had last year plus their incomers to bolster their rosters. So we just need to prepare ourselves to go and compete without any sense of complacency. And I think the leaders on our team are doing a good job of relaying that message to our guys, and we're looking forward to getting out there next week. Well, this season, more than any other one, will be just it'll have its ups and downs like every season does, but there'll be more different battles that we face as a team, whether it, like I mentioned, staying out of quarantine and how that affects guys who are trying to keep their arms in shape on the mound as pitchers that aren't able to throw for 14 days if we do get into those situations. So I think having some older guys be able to keep spirits up and lead by example, all those things will be helpful going into the season. Yeah, it's great. They've bought into kind of our defensive routines that we do in practice, and both of them are pretty talented guys. So I think if you can get some guys that can throw strikes on the mound and have some defenders behind them that can pick up the ball and make the routine plays, and then occasionally the above average play, you'll be able to stay competitive within a ball game. And then that's our philosophy, basically trying to put our best defense out there most games, and then getting deep into a ball game. And then usually it comes down to a couple factors in the late innings each time. So defense can keep you in a lot of those games.
For me, it's just going to be wanting to represent the school the best way our team can, and that's going to be just playing hard and as a team and trying to honor all the alumni that's gone through in the past and haven't had the opportunity to play in an environment like that on our own campus. So we're just all looking forward to getting to have our own home to play in. I believe a realistic expectation that I have for us is to not lose a single conference series throughout the year. I think we have the talent in the pitching staff and position players wise to be able to compete and win every single game we go out there and play. And when it comes to conference, I think we just have an upper hand with the depth that we have this year. And I just have a goal for us not to lose a single conference series.
I mean, it was challenging with COVID right now, but I mean, just to try and get around and do what you can with what you had was the hardest part. You just kind of had to get creative. I know for the summer, for myself, I was, my roommates and I, we put a net up on our front porch to throw in off our street. So we had to get really creative during this time. But yeah, I mean, a lot of this time is just being creative in what you want to do and the drive you have just to get out there and go throw or go hit or do anything right now. It's just like every year. I mean, the non-conference games that we play are always really big for us as hitters and as pitching. I mean, you get to see different players, different speeds of the game. I mean, Power 5 is a little bit different than what we have, but not in every sense. But it's always huge for us to see different speeds, especially. I mean, we had to play Creighton, Mizzou, Kansas, and Oregon at the start of the year with BYU and Wichita State halfway through. It's always really helpful for us because we get to change the pace of play from the conference because, sometimes you get a lull playing the same teams over and over again, but it's always really helpful for us to see different speeds of the game and, I mean, seeing maybe more talented players than we might see throughout the year.